You prefer to disappoint yourself than to disappoint other people. Calm down. In those kind of situations, I would say back up. Start with you're already building your self-esteem. If you don't want to please other people, then why do you want to belong? Excuse me, just cross the line. That way they will never repeat such nonsense again. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Queen, and if this is your first time on my channel, you're absolutely welcome. Honestly, I don't know where you've been, but you are welcome. Let me start by apologizing. Any noise, any background noise you are hearing is either my fan or the gen, and there's nothing I can do about those two things. I'm going to try to talk over this background noises, so just please bear the noise. You guys know the drill. I'm going to do my skincare while preparing to do my makeup, while we talk about some pretty interesting life related topic. And on today's topic, how to stop being a people pleaser. Some people live their lives to impress people, so how can you stop being a people pleaser, and how can you level up your self-esteem? How can you live your life with a much better and higher self-esteem so you don't end up being a people pleaser? So people live their lives every day. They go through their daily routines. They do things just to impress other people, and it's one of the most saddest things to ever exist. People living their lives just to please other people is so sad, so irritating to a certain point. I just want you guys that do it to bear in mind that it's sad. You prefer to disappoint yourself than to disappoint other people. Do you understand? Some people that are confused, they actually call it selflessness, but me, I call it unnecessary self-pressure and unnecessary pressure on yourself. Why are you trying to do things to impress other people? Why are you trying to make other people happy when you've not even made your own self happy? When you keep doing things to impress other people, you just find out that you end up being the one drained. You end up draining yourself. Please just calm down, I beg. Learn to tell people no. Learn to disappoint people, because even they themselves they are not that selfless. Not everybody is that good. So learn to say no. It's not a bad thing if you say no to people. Not because they've even done something to you. It's okay because this person has done it for me before. You can actually come clean and explain to them that, guy, I cannot do this. I'm sorry. You understand? Disappoint the person. Must you please other people? It's not by force. Calm down. You are just draining yourself, using up all of your energy just so that you can impress other people. Wow, I know that it is not easy, and all of us were actually guilty of trying to please other people. I myself, sometimes whenever I catch myself trying to please other people, I just try to take a step back, and I will shake my head to myself that, what's up? What are you trying to do? Who am I impressing? How can you know when you are being a people pleaser, or how can you identify people who are trying to impress other people? I'm going to quickly list some things for you before I'm going to tell you how exactly you can stop being a people pleaser. Number one way for you to identify, or for you to know a people pleaser, is for you to know that this set of people, they keep talking down about themselves. There's nothing they want to see. They always bring themselves down. They never ever rate themselves to any level. They're always I would like to, they don't want to say, I don't want to say I don't get kind of people. I would try and put them in I never reached that stage, I never reached that level. You don't understand those kind of people. That's kind of people, kind of stuff people I'm going to call them. The people who always bring themselves down, those people who always talk down at themselves, those are examples of people pleaser. Another point is, they do not know how to say no to those things that they know that they cannot accommodate, they cannot afford, they cannot tolerate, they cannot just do. Those things that they are aware of, cannot bear, they don't just know how to say no to this. Another thing is, this set of people, and they didn't do anything wrong. They did absolutely nothing wrong. But you will find them apologizing or taking the blame for those things they didn't do wrong. I don't get. I'm going to actually explain this particular point of people who take the blame for things that they don't do more later in this video. They always want to fit in. They always want to belong. Those places, they know that they absolutely do not even look the part. They always want to belong. They always want to be associated with something. Always want to associated to what they're talking about. They always want to, do, okay, I also know about it. Those kind of people, people that always try to impress other people. You don't know about it. You understand? You don't fit in. My dear, calm down. Who they try to impress? I must be relatable. I must belong to the group. I must belong to the gang. Hell, please. How exactly can you stop being a people pleaser? What is that thing that you need to do? Number one, always learn to stand for what you believe in. Always learn to voice out when something happens and it doesn't sit well with you. Actually, to this particular point, there is a twist to it. The other point I made about like taking the blame is kind of relatable, but the twist is you knowing when and where to talk. Now, there are some people that you just see for obvious situations and obvious reasons. You just know that there's no how you want to explain yourself, or you want to explain this thing to this person. This person can never ever understand what you are trying to say. In those kind of situations, I would say back up. In that aspect, you're not pleasing. Don't just give up completely. Try to, identify those people who are open-minded and are ready to listen to your point of view. But if you find yourself among those ignorant people whereby there is absolutely nothing you want to do, you say that they are going to try and compromise their opinion or try to compromise their thoughts or their mindset, I can say walk away, keep quiet. Can just say what you want to say and then later say okay, I give up. Let's go with your point. But if you find yourself in a situation whereby you can, speak your mind. Another way for you to stop being a people pleaser is for you to think highly. In fact, think highest of yourself, not even highly. Think highest of yourself. Put yourself in that position that absolutely nobody can ever put you in. That saying that imagination won't kill me. Yes, put yourself there. That kind of way, you know that you are living your life to please yourself. You're not living your life to please anybody. Who would then be? You're not saying anybody. You understand? So let imagination kill you. If you don't think about yourself good, who wants to think about you in a good way? Absolutely nobody. So put yourself in that position, in that space, in that mindset that that in your heart, in your head, put yourself in that place that that absolutely nobody is going to put you there. Learn to put yourself in that position. Just put yourself there first, and let me see that you will still continue to be thinking low of yourself. That way, you're already building your self-esteem. Learn to ask for help if you know that you cannot do it alone, or if you know you cannot even do it at all. Always learn to ask for help. Those people that you are trying to impress, they are also asking for help. Those people that always appear like perfect to you, they always appear like they have it all figured out. Most of them are asking for help. So why are you shy to ask for help? Always learn to ask for help whenever you know that you cannot do it alone. That you cannot do it alone. I'm not talking about all those laziness kind of help, with that those simple things that that you can easily do. Just because somebody asks you to do something for them, you not be like, oh, maybe this person asked me to do this thing for them, so why can't I ask them to also do it for me? No. If you know you can do it by yourself, do it. But always learn to ask for help in difficult situations. It is not a sin. People ask for help. You can ask help from God. You can ask help from your siblings. You can ask help from your friends. I'm the kind of person that also don't like asking. I will not say things from people or help from people. I'm the kind of person that I would say, pay for services. Do you get? But if you can pay for the service, if you know that asking for help from your friends or from family members is really hard for you, you can pay for service. That is another option. But for you to be living your life completely in such a way that you're not asking for help just to can impress other people in some certain kind of situation, just always learn to ask for help. It's always good. Ask for help, ask for assistance, ask for guidance, ask for mentorship, ask for advice. It's always good to have a helping hand. Do you understand? Spend more time with yourself. If you don't spend more time with yourself, how are you going to know about yourself? You should be spending time impressing yourself, taking yourself out, like buying things for yourself than doing that for others. Take yourself on solo dates, take yourself on solo trips, take yourself on solo dinners. Do it for yourself. Let me give an example. Your friend is putting on an expensive wig. Now, because 2 of your friends or 3 of your friends are putting on an expensive wig, you yourself, you now go and buy that wig and you and you are now putting it on. But plot twist now, that wig, it doesn't fit you, and it fits your friend because you want to belong, aka you want to be a people pleaser. That's why I see them as people that want to belongers. They're all people pleasers. Because if you don't want to please other people, then why do you want to belong? You obviously want to please other people. That is why you are trying to belong, right? The plot twist is this now. You've bought that wig. This wig now does not fit you. Waste of money. I want to belong, gone wrong. But why don't you love yourself to the extent that, you've been buying wigs for yourself, by yourself, with your own opinion. You will now turn to the person that other people see and want to copy your wig, instead of you being the one copying other people. Like, you will so know yourself and know what fits you that other people will now want to follow your footsteps instead of you following other people's footsteps. Do you understand? There's a difference between inspiration and copy. Just know there's a difference between inspiration and copy. Too much sense. Always learn to set healthy boundaries. When people want to start passing their boundary with you, learn to speak out. I don't mean the one that you'll be forming about any nonsense or any little thing. No. Learn to set boundaries that are healthy both to your mind and your physical self. Always learn to tell people that no, you've passed your boundary. What you just did, I personally do not like it. Please do not do it again. Now, you know the meaning of boundaries now. Normal boundary means like a line which marks the limit of an area. Like, just when people are trying to cross that line with you, they are trying to cross the limit to move past what you can tolerate on a normal day. Speak out, speak up, tell them, make them aware. People cannot be aware of something you do not tell them, so make them aware of that thing. When you tell people that I don't like that kind of thing, I don't like what you just do, some people say, what did you do this one? Some people will be like, what is wrong with you? And some people will see it as forming. Like I said, don't do it for any little things. Make sure these boundaries you are trying to do make sense. You are trying to say make sense. It's healthy and it's logical. It's healthy and it's logical. Let it make sense. Some people will be like, what thing they do you? Why you call they say you know fit? Why you call they say we know fit one? Why you call they stuff like that? But at the end of the day, they will get used to it. When you start rejecting them 1, 2, 3 times, they start getting used to it. And even when other people try to do those kind of things to you, you don't even need to speak up again. They'll be the one later helping you to tell that kind of person that no, she no go like her more, no, you no go like her more, no do am again. So always learn to set boundaries, healthy boundaries that make sense and are tolerable and are defendable and are logical. Always learn to set healthy boundaries, and this way you find yourself not just pleasing other people, not just taking nonsense. Some people will take, like they say, they mistake your kindness for weakness and all those kind of things. So don't let people just use you and to do things to you anyhow that you cannot tolerate. All right, always learn to stand up for yourself. Always learn to speak up for yourself. Always learn to set healthy boundaries. Always learn to tell people that, excuse me, just cross the line, and be aware that they've crossed the line with you, and that way they will never repeat such nonsense again. And if you do all of these things that I have mentioned, you will see that you're going to stop being a people pleaser, and you will still maintain your authentic self. Your self-esteem would have been leveled up, would have increased to a certain point, and you're going to thank me later. In summary, always stand up for what you believe in. Always think highly, or highest, if there's a word like that, of yourself. Learn to ask for help if you know you cannot do it alone. Spend more time with yourself. Set healthy boundaries, or set boundaries. If you know that some people, they cannot just take simple, don't do them again, then you can curse for them. Once again, I apologize for the background noise. It's either my fan or my gen, and there's absolutely nothing I can do about that. Welcome to my world. I live in Nigeria.